Hi.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Knitting in Our Jeans. I'm Liz.
I'm Carolyn.
Okay.
Okay. We're good.
And you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as TooLizzForYou, TOOLIZZFORYOU.
And I'm on Ravelry as CPREDMOR and on Instagram as Knitting in Our Jeans. And while we were hiking, I was posting quite a bit. The day we left, there was this gorgeous rainbow. We weren't even in rain, but there was a gorgeous rain. I did not post that yet.
It'll be a later gram.
Oh, is that what it is? Interesting. Anyway, the hiking was great. I did not hurt myself.
That is good.
Yes.
Unfortunately, though.
Uncle Jim did not hurt himself.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Aunt Lorraine had a cold from the evening we flew in until after we got home. I mean, I don't know what happened. It just happened. And she was uncomfortable. Yeah. And we tried everything. We tried a lot. And then my beloved,
my darling father,
he has said for a while that he should just do the things I do because it keeps him within the sphere of not hurting himself. So we had gone hiking in the morning. We come back and had lunch at the Residence Inn, so our own little apartment, and then his brother asked him to go hiking that afternoon, and I said, don't do anything I wouldn't do. And they went out and hiked a Black Diamond. And it didn't fall. It wasn't too hard for him, but what it was a steep uphill and a steep downhill. And on the downhill, his toe kept hitting the front of his boot.
On the foot where he can't feel it.
So he ended up with an incredibly bruised toe. So he gets back, he takes his shoe off, his sock off, his Band-Aids off, and says, we have to go to the emergency room. I said, no, let's look at this. So I looked at it. It was really badly bruised, but he had not broken the skin, and that's critical for him.
Yes.
Because once he breaks the skin, then yes, we're off to the emergency room. He gets infections like nobody because he can't feel.
Yeah.
And he can't feel when it's getting hot or itchy or any of those other symptoms. So he hadn't broken the skin. Not at all. So I travel with large Ziploc gallon bags. So went down the end of the hall, filled it full of ice, came back, and he, from that day on, which was Saturday, so Saturday afternoon, so Saturday dinner time, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so 4 days, he had his foot elevated and iced. We mentioned that maybe by day 3 he would want to be using heat, and I had Epsom salts, but no. He believes in cold and elevation. Elevation's fine. And I'll tell you that now, a week later, his toe's fine.
That's good.
It's very good. My mom seems to be fine. My brother's going to beard the lion in her den this coming week to see if she will get in a car and travel down to Richmond for Christmas.
Okay.
So we're waiting for that news flash. I'll call him on Wednesday night or Thursday, probably Thursday, to ascertain what the plan is, because we can't make plans until we know what she's going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll take her down, but I don't want to bring her back because she's not going to be able to get out of the car. I explained to him that she needs a bathroom with handholds, and he said that their bathroom has handholds. I said, excellent. So,
okay.
Once we get her down there, then he's responsible for making sure that she's safe and secure. Because we're going to be in a hotel.
Yeah.
The four of us are going to be in a hotel because my brother's kids, my nieces and nephew, will be there, and there's not enough room for all of us, which is fine. No complaints. We'll be in a hotel and just go back to their place after breakfast and go to their place after breakfast because I love oatmeal at the Residence Inn, and then we'll come back, late at night to our bed, and that's about it.
Well, it's so funny. I mentioned this today, like at breakfast. I was like, "Oh, babe, we need to talk to Mom about the hotel reservation for Christmas." And someone was like, "What? You just don't stay with family?" And I was like, "My family has moved to their retirement home, to their home for retirement, not a retirement home, which means they do not have the extra bedrooms that they used to have.
Right.
So, when their entire family is in town, we cannot stay at the house. And they were like, oh, that makes sense.
Right. It's a gorgeous
Especially
house.
because if we stayed on an air mattress at that house, we'd have a giant German Shepherd in bed with us.
Constantly. And it'd be going between all four of us.
It'd be hilarious.
Because he shepherds you.
Oh, yeah.
He's very much a guard dog, shepherd dog, and he would be poking in our faces all night long.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure either Rich or I could get up off the floor gracefully enough when we have to get to the bathroom in the middle of the night. So
even from a double height, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's bad,
Yeah.
How much do you want to wake up? Anyway, we'll be in a hotel, which is fine.
Yeah.
It's 10 minutes away. It's not a big deal.
No.
And the church is lovely.
The church is fine.
Yes. I think they're very welcoming.
It was fine.
Yes. And people are healthier this year.
I might still wear a mask.
All right. Well, we've had our shots.
Yeah, but I just...
Whatever. I wore... flying out to Arizona, flying back, I wore my mask. I wore my mask in the airport, so I'm fine.
Good.
I don't know if Lorraine wears a mask in the airport. She was also coming from Thanksgiving where she had 2 grandkids. And Jim says she puts her face in their face and gives them schnoogies, which... God knows you want to just squeeze them and do schnoogies, but they're germ factories. So she may have come in with
RSV.
TOTS germs, and it gets her. So anyway, we had a really good time. I ended up hiking my last hike 3 miles. I was very pleased. And since we've been back, Rich and I hiked yesterday and did 2 miles, so that was good.
Nice.
So every day we can, we're going to be out there hiking, which is nice. One thing my mother does is encourage you to keep moving.
Yeah.
Yep. So I think that's about it on the news flash. Oh, and the huge tractor digger that Elizabeth and I ordered for our niece had arrived at their house. So I wasn't sure that the railroad strike would be postponed. So I wanted to order it early, and by ordering it early, we were not going to be home to receive this thing. So I sent it to her mom's house, and it arrived, and they've hidden it away. And even though the box was damaged, the insides are not. Unfortunately, it's in many pieces, which I kind of expected, but I thought you and I might be able to get up there, but we're not going to be able to get up there.
I mean, we could, but not before Christmas.
Right. So... we'll see. If Kevin puts up the white flag, we'll come up in January and we'll put it together because we love doing
the week after, or we could do the week after Christmas. I could go up on that
January.
Tuesday.
Okay, that's fine.
No,
that's fine.
January doesn't start until a week after Christmas.
All right, so that I was off by a week.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, anything else newsflashy?
If anyone is like, "Oh, Liz, you're not as usual." I just had we went to a friend's wedding this week or yesterday, and it was phenomenal.
Down the after party about 2 a.m.
No, I found out we did not close it down, but we the maid of honor, who is one of my very good friends, and I left at 2.
Okay.
Both of our partners did not go to the after party. But everyone else kept going, and we were just like, okay, we're going to go now. Bye.
The bride was younger.
She's only a few years younger.
I know, but
yeah,
that can make
younger,
a difference.
yes.
It's like my sister-in-law is younger than I am, and even with a cold, she was peppy on the trail, and I'm going with my hiking sticks. Got new hiking sticks and a new backpack. So my backpack is as light as the other one, but it has a clip across the front, so it's not falling off my back.
Yeah.
So friends of ours that we see at Thanksgiving, we exchange Christmas presents. She loved the shawl.
Oh, good.
She really did. She liked the fact that it was made from
Peruvian,
not alpaca. It was linen and something else.
An alpaca.
Right. So she was really surprised at that. And she really liked that. And then they gave me money to go to Eastern Mountain Sports, so EMS.
Oh, nice.
I went and got new hiking sticks, and I got a new backpack, which only weighs 14 ounces empty. I like the fact that it has a bottle holder on the side so I can get into it really easily. And it has a pocket on the inside so I can slip my lunch in there and still be able to get it, even when I packed a fleece and a few other things.
Nice.
So that went really well. So yeah, our trip went really well. And your wedding went well?
The wedding was lovely, but I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and Thanksgiving went well for us.
Yes.
I spent it with Ben's family. The food was great. It was great seeing family. It was great meeting a whole bunch of people I hadn't met before, but I've heard all about. It was great to see, the family farm, and it was just a good time.
Very good.
So yeah.
My mom, on the other hand, fell down in the bathroom because she didn't want me in the bathroom with her.
Okay.
Yes. And so that's why there's some question about whether she's going to go down to my brother's house for Christmas. So
we'll figure it out.
And
you will hear about it probably.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yes. But yeah, I finished a sweater. I forgot to bring it with me.
Well, it's still damp. She was blocking.
I was blocking it this week, and I blocked it on Monday. So I blocked it on Monday. I got 2 towels worth of water out of it, and it was still damp. So I laid it out, and the front dried in about a day and a half. So I then flipped it over, and it was still kind of wet. So I flipped it over, and I think it was still damp on Friday when I went to go to see about grabbing it. But it should be dry by now.
Right. You haven't been back since before the wedding.
Since Friday, yeah.
Right.
So, but yeah. And I have Advents. They're great. I don't have any of those with me
either. I have mine.
You have yours and one that we have both. We both have, so we can go with that one. But I'm really loving. I have the Indian Tangled one, which is really lovely.
That's really pretty. And
then I've got Canon hand dyes on Bugga in Succulent. So it's green gray, it went a gray-y greens right now. It's really lovely. And that's on Bugga, so that's a sport base. So I think I'm gonna make a big rose cardigan by Andrea Mowry out of it. Yeah. So, and then we've got one that we're sharing we both have.
We both got.
Because Mom got it for us for Christmas. But yeah, that's
all right.
I think where we're at. Oh, and I do have 2 or 3 of the multiple color self-striping ones that I haven't started yet. Oh, you're gonna put it on.
Yes.
So then I'll start with what I've been working on. So once I cast off the Popover, I started another sweater, which I'll talk about in a second, but I also cast on a pair of socks. So this is the Cozy Knitter 2021 24 stripe Advent socks. This is only about half of a skein, or half of a 50 gram. So I have a whole nother, from the green, so this is the first stripe, and I ended with the first stripe. So I've got from the green to the taupe, in my bag still, here. So I have from the green out to the taupe. So I don't know who might want some matching socks, but I can lend that out or make others. I did do an alternate bottom of the heel and cuff, so that I would keep the stripe pattern. I am doing the vanilla is the new black heel, and I'm doing them toe up. And today on the second one, at the after party, I got to almost the heel turn, the end of the heel, and I was like, I'm getting close. Oh, and I had that moment where I'm like, oh, we are getting close, and I'm very tired and maybe slightly tipsy. So I was like, we're gonna put this down. But this morning I got to the last row, and then I got to starting the heel. The heel decreases up the back of the heel. So that's really exciting. These go pretty decently quick, because I do have them as my subway knitting. which has been really lovely. They're easy because I have them in this bag. I can hold it with just one strap on my wrist and have the yarn coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I might actually get through a whole bunch of socks this winter, doing that just on the subway. So that's the first thing I'm working on. That looks so good.
This is the Moma tunic, and I have used stitch markers to kind of hold the collar down because it's hard to take pictures of it for Instagram, just trying to set it up. So anyway, I have the markers and they're holding the collar down. This is only supposed to do another 4.5 inches. I need at least another, I don't know, 6. Where do we have?
I would do the 4 and then try it on again.
All right. I think
because you never know how it's going to work as it works out.
All right, we'll see. I think I'm going to have to go a little bit
longer.
But
I would try it on again before you
But I am very happy. Now, I will tell you that I had a slower decrease on this sleeve than is in the pattern because, as usual, I misread the pattern. I'll sit down again. I do like this. I think I may finish it by Christmas, and then I'll go back to my shawl, the shawl along, the mystery shawl along by Stephen West, and I brought that up. Nothing's been done on it since I last showed you, so I'm not quite sure why I brought it up. Anyway, I really like this yarn. It's a little splitty, especially when I've got the metal needles. Although I did find a light space with the shogus are metal needles too. So with the metal needles, it's a little splitty. This is Miss Babs, and it was her Rhinebeck colorway this year. I like the colorway. I like the colorway a lot because it's muted. I really don't like it. I'm not a big browns and oranges person. But I like this. So I think that it's going to be a really nice tunic.
This is going to be the most neutral, I think, that you can go.
Well, no, I think this is a neutral.
I think that's blue.
Okay. Well, it's supposed to be lilac.
Well, it is. That is not a... This is... What I'm saying is, like, neutrals.
Yes. Yes. So anyway, I do like this because there's some blue in it. There's some red in it.
There's some purple. There's some orange.
So I do like it, and I like how I've done the neck. I'm really liking how I've done the neck. Now, because I changed the neck, it may have made a difference in how these sleeves fall. So that may be why I have shorter sleeves than I thought I would. And I think that's entirely possible. And I'm actually glad I did a slower decrease in the arms than was called for, because my sleeve, it's not hanging down the collar's not hanging down my shoulder, therefore the sleeve is not as short, it's not as long as it would be otherwise. So I think that's good. Anyway, I've started both sleeves, but I wanted to use the same needle, so I did the knit down to where you start the decrease and change needles here. Then I did the same on the other sleeve. Then I, took this needle and I'm doing the smaller needle down to my wrist, and then I'll do it on the other side. And I have wound 2 balls of yarn. And that way, when I finish the sleeves, I can go back to my middle section and I can just knit until we're done. So I'm really excited about it. I like it a lot. I think that this is going to be a sweater I wear a lot. In fact, I may decrease the size of the sweater less vigorously. So I may do size 5 needles down a lot deeper on the next one so that it has a deeper... Maybe I'll do 6 and then 5, something like that. Because I do like the spreading collar, and it gives me some airflow up in here. So yeah, I'm really very, very pleased.
Good.
Yes. What are you working on?
I also cast on a new sweater when I finished the popover, because why not? I cast on a poetry by... Well, let me see if I can pull this up. It is Poetry Pullover by Sari Nordlund. And it's got this beautiful lacy design.
That's nice.
Yeah. And I'm using some yarn.
Gray purple?
It's a purpley blue.
Okay. In this, we don't have the brightest light around here.
I don't know how you see gray in this one.
I do.
Okay.
From this angle, I see gray.
Okay. And
I said gray purple.
And it's an alpaca blend that's a D-stash. It is... Let's see if one of these skeins has a... It does. It is Juniper Moon Farm Harriet.
Oh, nice.
So it's pure extra fine baby alpaca. So it is 100% alpaca.
Nice.
And it's really nice. It's been really nice to work with. I had swatched this a while ago. So when I swatched for the Popover. So I figured let's just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I have a whole list of sweaters that I want to knit. I went through my queue and I kind of made a spreadsheet of what I was thinking about, what I've already swatched for, things like that. And so I think, I mean, some of my Advent stuff might jump the queue, but yeah, I'm trying very hard to be.
This sweater's hot.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, especially with your silk shirt on?
Yes. Sorry, I'm changing sweaters again.
So yeah, so that is what I am working on. I do have a secret project that I'm not going to discuss until it is gifted. It is not for my mother, but it is for someone else who is in this household right now. And I do not know if they watch the YouTubes. So, I know we watch YouTubes, but I'm not sure if they watch our YouTubes even a little tiny bit. But I'm not going to say anything.
Good plan.
Because of that.
And this is less hot than that. Interesting. Oh, because it's more open.
It's more open.
More open. So what
It's
I may do on the next one is make it a more open, a looser gauge neck.
Yeah.
I think it's the neck. But I'm really happy with this one.
Well, it's also only single layer at your neck.
Right. Right. It will be fine. We're just coming into winter. In fact, we're just having flurries now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the advent calendar that Mom and I both got is the Katrinkles advent.
Here, wait a minute.
I'm showing the
I know.
the thingy.
Oh, here.
The Katrinkles advent. It comes in this lovely felt and leather, like, project large notions
I may keep all my Katrinkles and notions.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
I think it's a great idea.
Especially because you will know what's in it.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah. So, there is also a box for day 31 because this is a countdown to the new year calendar. This is not an advent calendar, per se.
I don't know what's in that. I didn't even peek.
I didn't either.
So anyway, I've put all the envelopes in order in
So
here.
have I.
So they're all in order. 12 is next. The first one that you open is the pencil. It's a mechanical pencil with your name on it.
Yeah, which is primo.
It really is. It fits in your hand very well. I'm using it to make my counts on my Moma tunic.
Yeah.
So I've been really pleased with that. And then each day...
Well, no. So then we got a needle threader, which I really love these flat needle threaders. They work a lot better than the wire ones. And I really like the shape of the wood piece on here. It's easy to hold. Yes. And it's a good size that it's not going to fall off the table and you're not going to be able to find it. Whereas with just the metal needle threader, it'll fall off the table and you won't find it. Right. And then came a little set of mini stitch markers.
Yes.
On a loop.
And the loop is, you can open and shut it.
Yeah.
So I've been adding
all of the other stitch markers that we've received.
The latest one was this...
Fire?
Yeah, the fire pink one.
Yeah.
So what are the wooden ones?
So the wooden ones, we've got journal everything, creative hobbies, plan a getaway, and a sparkly pretzel.
Yeah. And then, not yet, yeah, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, the day before, we've got a gauge ruler. So it's regular measurements along the outside, and then obviously you can put this over your gauge swatch and measure how many stitches you have to the inch or to the centimeter. So that is really helpful. So,
yeah,
you know, even though I said I wasn't going to be doing these countdown calendars, I think this one is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very pleased that I said, yeah, sign me up for that one. So this one is good. I'm really very happy with the whole thing.
What is today's?
Today was this pink thing.
Oh, the pink thing. Sorry, I heard it and then totally
this flame thing.
Okay, sorry.
So
that was me totally whiffing.
So we have a heart, we have a moon, we have a triangle.
Yep, that was a whole set.
Oh,
and
this is a tiny sweater.
Yeah.
Do you see that? That is cute. So yeah, they're very cute. This thing unscrews up at the top.
Yep.
And so I just keep adding them on. And I think this is a very handy thing to keep everything together. So that it's going in there. This, I can actually hook that on this and keep it somewhat together. So that's
always good.
Always good. So yeah, this was really delightful. I had emailed her after you had said, I don't think we got 2 in this bag.
Yeah.
And so I emailed her, and then I emailed back once. You said, no, we did get 2. I said, well, ignore the previous email. Elizabeth said that both are in the same box. And she goes, oh, good, because I didn't open the earlier email. I didn't know that you were having a problem, but I'm so glad that it's all working out. I'm like, yes, it is all working out.
Yeah. Well, it was just very funny because I was like, the box on the outside of it said, do not open until December 1st. And I was like, does that mean like that it's like open? I'm so confused. So
and I finally said, just open the box.
Yeah, just open the box.
Open the box. So that's done. I think I've done all my Christmas shopping. Your father and I are going to buy each other a trip.
Oh. And
so we have to decide where we're going to go. I'm thinking Tucson, which is southern Arizona. And that would be in January and/or February before the yard show. But I have to talk to my sister-in-law and see when she wants me to come down to work on the apartment. Since my mom wants to sell her apartment. That was a newsflash over Thanksgiving. Mom has decided she doesn't need to be paying the condo fees for her apartment since she's not going back. And falling at Thanksgiving dinner really cemented that idea. And she's given up yelling, chattering away at Rob about the car because she couldn't get out of our car. When we got back to the assisted living place, we had to go and get 2 nurses to help us get her out of the car.
Wow.
She was exhausted, and that's what happened. She exhausted herself, so then she had no energy, and she became like a 2-year-old. She just went flaccid, which some of you know how difficult that is when you're trying to pick up someone who is not actively helping you move them around. So anyway, she's given up the idea of keeping her condo, and my sister-in-law wants me to come down and help her empty out the condo. I think I'm going to surprise her because there's really not a lot I want from there. No. I can see the picture albums, yes.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't fit into my mother's clothes.
No.
Richard doesn't fit in my father's clothes.
No.
We don't need any more furniture.
No.
We definitely don't need any more furniture.
No.
So it's nothing really. I mean, maybe a few things from the kitchen, but at this moment, I can't think of anything. So she was saying, your brother will want to throw everything out. And I'm looking at my husband and saying, I want to throw everything out.
Except for the photo album.
Yeah, except for the photo albums. I mean, and my brother and Mary have, the legal papers. So I think we've got all the files down with them because they're handling the financials. So as far as I'm concerned, everything can go to Goodwill. She has all the furniture she can put into her apartment at the assisted living place. She's got a 1-bedroom. She loves it. She was sitting there telling Rich and I how much she loves her place and how she's got room for everything, which is great. And then I was teasing her because she's got this beautiful big walk-in closet. And I said, you could even take in a renter.
Yeah.
Put a mattress down in that closet, and you can pay the rent just from what they would pay you from sleeping in your closet. I really think it's a lovely apartment. It's a really nice place. They take good care of her. When we brought her back and we had the 2 nurses help us get her into the wheelchair and got her back up, we had to fill out an incident report. I literally had turned my back to get her walker, and I turned back around and she's on the floor. No idea what happened. She had been holding on to the sink. The sink was still attached to the wall, so I don't know. Anyway, we'll see if we can talk her into going down to Richmond. If not, then we'll probably stop by her apartment, give her her Christmas present, and then go on down to Richmond. As I said, I bought all my Christmas presents, so they're en route.
I think I have everything. I need to confirm with you about one thing. No, you don't have all of your Christmas presents. Because you asked me what.
That's from your father.
I know. Oh, okay.
All that I am totally responsible for is on order.
Okay.
Yes. Now, you and your father, yes.
You and I need to have this discussion.
Yes.
Because my father...
Yeah. So, but I have bought mine and it's on its way. So and
mine should have been delivered. So we'll find out.
Right. So I think we're in good shape.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you all are enjoying the run up to the holidays. It can be very busy. You can make yourself crazy, or if you take it day by day, it works out. I've actually addressed all of our Christmas cards. I was going to put a newsletter in it, but we don't have enough typing paper. And so we just said, just address them and get them out. So I've licked, I think, 40 of them. And so I've got 80 more to lick or something. Anyway, I'm doing it in batches of 40. So I don't cut my tongue, etc. And then we'll go and buy stamps and we'll get those out. So that's good. So that's handled. And that's about it. He's managed to lose his keys, so we didn't put the tree up today.
I know. He was very upset that we didn't put up the tree today, but then it's his own fault.
Then we reminded him that we couldn't put up the tree because he lost his keys and he's still looking for his keys. I have no idea what
So if anyone who knows us in the real life happens to see them, let us know.
Yes. We didn't have him in for church today. He had to use my keys. I hope this doesn't mean that he's lost the boat key.
No, that should be in his wallet.
I would hope so.
We'll check that when we leave.
But
yeah, so we hope that you are ramping up to the holidays.
Doing well.
And that you're doing well. And that you are staying healthy and safe.
Calm. If you can.
Yes. And we will talk to you probably next week. Since we're together.
Yes.
So hey, look at that. You get, depending on how we're feeling, we do have the church holiday party.
It's not going to be that wild.
No, but I have my work holiday party this week too. On Thursday. So
right. So you have Friday to recover.
So I have Friday to recover. We'll see.
That's right. And Saturday, it's not going to be that big a deal at the church.
True. Okay. Well, then we'll probably see you all next week.
Yes.
And
because it's also the Christmas pageant at church. So anyway, we'll have fun.
Yes.
Anyway.
And with that, we'll go weave in some ends.
That's right.
And we will talk to you all again soon.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Bye.